Hey guys, CJ here, coming at you with a review for Grayson number 3. Finally, we're back from the, I guess, slight interruption of Future's End. Although that Future's End comic was a great one, go check that out if you haven't seen it. It was just fantastic, one of the best single issues I've ever read. Grayson continues to be very good in number 3. And this issue has kind of a morbid premise. They're tracking down a man whose eyes were injured when he was shot in the face, and they were rendered useless, and so to counteract that, he's got bionic eyes now that link to his guns, so he sees through the barrels of his guns, which is it's honestly kind of a little morbid, especially when you consider the fact that the whole point of this is, I guess, he's trying to track down his kids. Of course, they need his eyes, but they're trying to. The guy is trying to track down his last remaining son, and there's just this really morbid scene where he's sitting on top of a rooftop and like looking at the kid, and he's got his guns pointed at him so he can see them. But it's just kind of just an evocative idea, because he's really actually a sympathetic character when you get down to it. He's not a traditional bad guy, even though he does, bad things. And that's sort of the main conflict for this issue is Dick Grayson sees him as more than just a bad guy. And the agents of Spiral, like Helena Bertinelli, and, Agent 8 and Agent 1, as you see here in this issue, they all just see him as a bad guy, and Dick Grayson is able to see past that. And so this is there's a little friction here, and it ends this is a very sad ending for this issue. I'm not going to spoil it, but you should definitely be reading this series if you're a fan of Dick Grayson. Even if you're not, it's just a solid series. But there's some friction here, and you're always sensing, Dick Grayson doesn't really fit in. And they also revealed that They also reveal in this issue that Mr. Minos is on to Dick Grayson, and kind of because he's been communicating with Batman. If you didn't know that, if you haven't been keeping up with the series, he's undercover, and Mr. Minos is on to him. He doesn't know that it's him, but he knows somebody is betraying them. And so when you get this friction, this ideological kind of difference between Dick Grayson and the rest of Spiral, you can only wonder, how long is it going to be until they really figure out where his loyalties lie. And that he's the traitor. He's trying to stop them and figure out who Mr. Minos is and what they're doing. Just all in all, this was just a good issue. The art remains really good. It's definitely not quite as good as the Future's End issue, but this series just keeps really impressing me. And I really don't have many negatives for this. I wish it had ended better, but I can understand how it wouldn't end better. If there's one thing I'd like them to explain, it's how the hell these bionic organs, or whatever they are, these metagene organs, or whatever you want to call them, how exactly do these pertain to the identities of these superheroes? Because it seems like every time Minos gets one, he's able to discern the identity of a superhero. In this case, he somehow gets Aquaman's identity, from the eyes that they collect from this man. And it's kind of a weird premise, but I can't wait to see more, and I'm definitely tuning in for the next issue. And you probably should be as well. So I say this is a definite buy if you're a fan of the characters. I'm not going to tell you to go buy this issue if you hate Dick Grayson, but it's just a solid series if you got a little extra cash and you're interested in picking it up. Very, very cool James Bondy, super spy type stuff going on. Anyways, that's it for this review. I will see you next month in this comic. And I will probably see you in the next couple weeks with a couple more reviews of comics. If you can't remember, I also review the Iron Fist Living Weapon series, and I'm going to begin reviewing New Avengers. It's one I've been reading for a while now, and I've thought about reviewing, but the next time that next issue comes out, I'm going to start reviewing it as well, in anticipation for Secret Wars, the new event that's coming out in 2015. Anyways, signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.